Go sit down real quick. Shit. Okay, sit down on that side. Okay. Okay, you can come out. We are live. We are live.
We're live.
Yes, we're live. Yeah, we've been live for a minute. Okay, go ahead. Hey.
Never gets old.
Never gets old.
Okay, come on, my drink.
Welcome back to Candid Talk with Lexee Love and
Valentina versus Valentino.
How is everyone tonight? How are you tonight, Valentina?
I'm wonderful.
You are wonderful.
Feeling different these days. Actually wearing my natural hair versus always having it done all the time.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I know we have beautiful hair. We just like to try different styles.
Right.
So before we get started on our podcast, we went live on Instagram and we just introduced ourselves more just because we want people to really come and just see what we are about and the things. So my daughter, this is a mother-daughter podcast, if who watches our podcast don't already know. But we introduced the new drink. And just go ahead and tell the YouTube audience what you made because she is an actual bartender.
Yes, I am. But I made a Northern Lights, so it's pretty much 2 different vodkas, Deep Eddy Mule, lemon, and then Smirnoff sour berry lemon, I think. And then I topped it off with blueberry Red Bull.
Yes, and she put lemon wedges and strawberries. You can put blueberries in it as well, but we didn't have any blueberries.
So we substitute.
We substitute with strawberry, which, yeah, a lot of times that's what you have to do is
you got to be able to think quick.
Bartender. Yeah, Just like an actor, the same way. So, yeah, it's Northern Lights, you said? It's actually really good.
It's really good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't put too much of that sour in it, though, because
It'll be pucker. Yeah. Right. So, and also we have a website that we use to promote and to help, pay for our podcast. And this is one of our products. It is a nice little cute mug. It's got a little gold rim right here. If you go to wealthcity.shop, you can, go in there and we have bottle openers. We have phone cases, we have tumblers,
notebooks,
we have coverings for pillows, a chocolate style. And so I'm drinking water out of this. So
seltzer water.
Yeah, seltzer water. You know how much I love
bougie water.
Yeah, my bougie water.
Bougie water.
Yeah, so the topic before we start with everything else, I just wanted to let people know what the topic is. It's what is your love language? We love doing relationships just because it's experience that everyone has had at some point in their life, especially if they're over, I would assume, as young as 15. They've had a relationship at some point in their life. So, so we start off with anything exciting. You have a pet peeve this week?
No.
This child never has anything. Like, when we first started this, she did, but... Now it just seems like, no, I don't got nothing.
I'm pretty easy, so.
Yeah. I guess life's been pretty good for you, huh? With your little dolled up gold. She got on gold today.
Right.
My little golden doll. Just
Right.
beautiful. I love my daughter so much. And then we'll have next month, we're going to be introducing my oldest daughter. She will be back.
Oh, Mercedes, yeah.
From Africa. And yes, we're going to learn a lot of stuff about those travels that she had.
Right.
And we're going to incorporate that in our podcast as well. And hopefully some dishes that she learned.
Oh, yeah.
So we can incorporate a little bit of that. You know, I'm just trying to branch, you know, just to make our own brand, you know, seem interesting and exciting. But yeah, for me, I guess pet peeves, not really, but exciting. I went and for those that know that I've done some Country Wayne skits. And so I did 3 skits with him, I think last week, and those are out. I am Sarah's mother, Lexee Love, and yeah, it's really exciting. It's fun when we get on set with Country Wayne. He has us laughing before we actually start filming, which makes it, you know, a little bit, you know, fun for us. But yeah, and then I have, you know, some other projects that are going on, that kind of thing. But I always like to talk about them after they're done, because I feel like I jinx it when I, you know, put the cart before the horse, kind of, sort of.
Right.
You know, just want things to align.
Right.
And then when they're complete, then you go ahead.
Yeah,
and
then you can talk about it.
Yeah. So, but like nothing really is, you know, going on really this week. Other than we had tornado warnings all day today.
Yeah, it's been raining all day.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the drinks are good, so.
I know, huh? You gonna get a little lit tonight. We're gonna have our little after party. So let's see. You ready to get into our thing?
I'm ready.
You ready? Yeah. You know what? I cannot wait till we have a guest. I cannot wait till we get back to having a guest. There's a few guests that I've already done content for, and I just want to go ahead and hit them out.
So you ready?
I'm ready. Yes, that's what I do. I'm ready. I just write and be like, okay, we got to get this person on. So we're just going to go ahead and start. But we always do rapid relay. And I know, huh? I think it would be fun when we have a third party.
Maybe I should drink a little faster.
You're going to drink a little fast? No, I need you to be able to be coherent.
Why'd you say again?
So the first question is, since we're talking about love language, best gift you ever received. It don't matter when, just, you know, don't matter who you got it from, but obviously a love interest, somebody that you were whether you were kind of in a relationship or it was
Jewelry.
Yeah.
Jewelry, and just like flowers and stuff like that.
I know diamonds are a girl's best friend, definitely.
Right.
Yeah, I got diamonds before, platinum. Very nice.
Were the earrings or was it?
They were earrings, and I've gotten lingerie.
Okay.
Yes, which I actually love. I love lingerie. You know me. I'm a little
wild
beast.
Right. You like being sexy.
Wild beast, yes.
She bites.
Yes, I do. I bite the ones that I like.
The filet mignon.
Yes, filet mignon. So did you buy your first car?
No.
Okay, look. And we about the same. I did not buy my first car. My dad bought my first car for me.
Peepaw bought my first car.
I know, huh? Isn't that funny? Which is my dad. Is Peepaw. That's his grandpa name, Peepaw. And he bought my first car, but then I had to buy my second car because my first car got stolen. And he's like, I'm not buying another car. Yeah. It was.
That sucks.
Yeah, it was because I really liked that car.
What kind of car was it again?
It was a 76 Mustang, blue.
Oh, it was blue.
Yes, I love that car. I loved it.
Which kind of blue? Like a light blue?
No, it was like a little navy blue.
Okay.
And it had white interior.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was a nice car, and it was a stick too. That's how I learned how to drive. I learned how to drive on a stick.
Yeah.
And it's funny that my parents, they had automatic cars for such a long time, and then me and my brothers became of age to drive. They're like, oh, we're getting sticks now. And we were like, well, I guess we're going to have to learn how to drive sticks. And I'm kind of glad, because there's some people that I meet that are in my age group that don't know how to drive sticks.
Yeah, like we don't.
Yeah, it's crazy. I love sticks. That's like the best sports car in the world. If you can drive a freaking stick, you are like the boss.
You the bomb.
You the boss. You the bomb. I love sticks, and I want to get me another stick just to have.
Well, maybe one day I'll learn.
You're going to have to learn. Yeah. Learn, yes. Some of the best cars are sticks. Because it's like vroom, vroom, vroom.
Like, aren't all race cars like sticks?
I think pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, because they just, I guess it's something with the engine and the shifting of the gears. Electric, automatic, I would say electric, but automatics, I don't think has that same concept. I'm not sure. I'm not an expert when it comes to that. But
probably.
Yeah. What is your ideal vacation?
Overseas.
Overseas, anywhere particular? Or you just want to just go?
I just want to go, but I feel like if you're going like on a romantic type thing, I would say maybe like the islands or something.
Okay, you just want to go
it's probably
like
typical,
the Caribbean.
But yeah.
Well, there's different places. Like there's Bora Bora. Yeah. I've been seeing a lot. I guess Instagram is there.
They know what you like.
They know what I like because they sent me Bora Bora, and I was watching that video. I was like, oh my god, I want to go.
Right.
I want to go to Bora Bora. And then there was Maldives. I want to go there too. I want to go wherever
in the Caribbean.
I guess. I don't know. I have to look it up. I haven't done super research, but the water looks so beautiful. I was just like, yeah, that's where I want to go. That's where I want to go. So what is your favorite, sunset or sunrise?
Sunset.
Sunset?
Yeah.
You're like me. Sunset. Sunrise is beautiful, but sunset, something about the sunset, the day being over, the fact that you got another day of life. Yeah, I like it. And, it's beautiful. It's actually beautiful. So the last question is fast food or sit down restaurant?
Sit down, of course.
Yeah. I've totally don't do fast food anymore.
Yeah, I try not to, especially nowadays.
No, it's not good for you, really. It's not. I don't know what it's funny because I always say that they put something in there to keep, like a drug, to keep people coming. Because I just cannot believe how long the lines are for people to wait to get this food.
Yeah, because it's cheap, it's convenient.
Yeah.
Americans love convenience.
Well, to me, it's not good for your health.
No, it's not at all. And then the new job I just started, like they had me watching all these videos. And yesterday they had me watching this. It's not it's serve safe, but it's for like food. And they were just talking about how you really have to be careful because you can get sick. And so I'm just thinking,
get sick from what?
Just personal hygiene.
Oh
just different stuff.
Yeah,
you get real sick.
From
food
people
just being careless, simple stuff, food just being out too long or just not being good, all kind of stuff. And I was like,
yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot that goes into owning a restaurant. I think it's a lot,
right? Especially when you're relying on other people. It's not just you.
And it's funny how I find
everybody has integrity.
I still see people go into fast food restaurants because of the job that I do when I'm not acting. And they have masks on, and I'm just like, isn't that kind of contradicting yourself?
Right.
Like, nobody has masks on that's making your food, but you got a mask on.
Right.
So, and you're about to put that in your body.
Yeah.
Like, make it make sense to me. But I noticed that you have the pendant. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it was Nana's.
Oh.
Yeah.
She don't make me cry.
You brought it up.
I know, but it matches what you have on.
Yeah.
Yet again, you
Super
have a beautiful.
fly.
Yeah, I like this. I like this too.
Yeah.
For people who don't know, we went to stylist. She wanted to style celebrities, and she went to school.
And you never know. I still might end up doing that one day.
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, you. Some people naturally just have it. It doesn't matter whether you go to school or not. Some people just have an eye, and they can just see it, and they just know it. Like, I see your body type. I see how your skin looks. I see how your hair looks. This is what you need to wear.
Right.
So,
you just got it.
So, yeah, we're gonna move forward into our podcast, and actually, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna maybe go backwards. I'm not really sure. I guess I won't need to go backwards. I think I put the content correctly.
Okay, let's do it.
So yeah. So again, it's what is your love language? And I wanted to do this because I feel like sometimes we don't know our love language.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, I mean, they have tests out there that can kind of show you,
Yeah,
but they always want money. They always want you to pay in money, and it's just kind of like, no, just give me the information. Right. Like, and then if I want more, if you give me something, I don't know. But I kind of know what my love language is, and I think there's actually 5 love languages. And I think at some point, anytime you're in a relationship, I think everyone hits each point. But then some people are stronger in one and not the other. And so maybe through this conversation, maybe you'll figure out that maybe you're all 5, or maybe you're just one, or maybe your strength is this one.
Do you have the definition of what a love language is?
Yeah, it does. There's 5 love languages. Okay. So I'll go ahead and, instead of going to the questions first, I'll go ahead and say what the 5 love languages are, and then we can go from there. So the 5 love languages: quality time.
Okay.
Which every woman wants. That I definitely know that's what every woman wants: quality time. Active service.
Okay.
You know what that is, right?
Yeah, because we've talked about it and I've heard about it a lot.
Okay. Physical touch.
Of course.
Yeah, we want to be touched. We want to be felt on. We want to be like, ugh. Some of us want to be smothered. I know I like to be smothered.
Really?
Like, not like smothered, like they're on top of me, but like when they are touching me, I want to feel wanted. That kind of thing. Words of affirmation.
Okay.
And receiving gifts.
Okay.
And receiving gifts is like the lowest of the 5 love languages. Like when you do it percentage wise, giving gifts seems to be the lowest.
Right.
But I know that's one of my high.
Like, you like to give gifts.
I like to give. I'm a giver. Whether it's my time, whether it's materialistic things. If I really like somebody and I really want to build a relationship with them, I kind of jump the ship with that.
Yeah.
I'm a giver. And I pay attention to them. I don't just give them like
just random stuff.
No, I give them stuff that they say that they like.
Right.
Because I listen, I pay attention.
That has meaning.
Yes, very much meaning. Because I mean, if someone sits there and says, okay, I love drinking coffee. I love drinking coffee. Guess what I'm going to get them?
Probably a nice ass coffee mug, some exotic coffee beans somewhere.
Yes. Something that they're going to use.
Right.
Yes. And so that's me. I like to pay attention to people.
And every time they use it, gonna be like, my baby got me this.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, Lexee gave me this.
Right.
And you're gonna be pouring it. And if you got another girlfriend or somebody else, you can't be telling her, oh yeah. She'll be like, oh my God, this coffee's so good. Where'd you get it from?
Well, I guess he ain't a good boyfriend.
Why? If he's still using the coffee?
If he got a girlfriend?
I'm just saying. We may just I guess I'm just the type of person where if I'm like someone, like I like them, I'm a giver. Right. I'm a giver.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know.
Not necessarily we're in a relationship. Yeah. I just like to show them that I appreciate them and
that you're paying attention.
I'm paying attention to them. So we definitely can start with the questions.
Okay.
When you start dating, what type of expectations do you have, if any? When you start dating, like when you start getting to know the person, you've gone out with them a couple times.
You know, this question is a lot similar to our most popular podcast, Relationship Goals.
Yeah, it is, but it's part of our love language because you do have, it's part of your love language. You do have expectations. There is an expectation there when you start dating someone. Now, when you go on a first date, probably not even when you go on a second date, but when you like are going into the third date, you're kind of like, okay, I'm going on a third date with this guy or this girl. You know, what are my expectations from this person? What am I expecting? Where is this going? So there is a love language that starts.
Okay, so for me, my expectation would be at this point in my life and everything that I want, I want to settle down. So I really want to deal with someone who obviously has got to like kids.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
I have a kid, I have a daughter. I do want more kids. So that's they have to, they have to be wanting what I want, like commitment, moving forward, the whole shebang.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think that's a lot of women who,
a lot of good women.
I'm glad you emphasized that. A lot of good women who want to settle down, who want to be in a monogamous relationship.
Right.
I think that's very important that people don't, I really think I look at everything as a whole. I look at diseases. I look at
it's just your upbringing itself.
Body fluid exchanging. I look at all those things. So I don't want to be DNAing with a bunch of folks.
Right.
So yeah. So I prefer that if I start dating a guy, and
but that's not just what it's about, though, right?
No, I'm even kissing. I don't want to be kissing him and he's kissing like 3 other girls.
Right.
Yeah, like I don't want to do that. Like if you're kissing other women besides me, then we're not kissing. Like I don't want to swap spit with you.
Right.
Because to me it's not special. I mean, kissing to me is something that is very intimate, because we know a lot of times, and I know we're getting off subject, but a lot of times women who are prostitutes or whatever, they're not kissing their clients. There's no kissing.
Right.
It's just getting the job done and then get paid and then we move on to the next person.
Right.
To me, kissing is very intimate. That's an intimate action, even if it doesn't result in having intercourse.
Right.
And remember, we're on YouTube, so we don't want to mess with our monetization. So make sure anything that you talk about either stays scientifically and no cuss words, because I definitely don't want to get that taken away from us.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I just feel like, the kissing is very intimate.
It is.
And you don't just kiss everybody. And everybody that I've gone on a date with, definitely am not swapping spit with them.
Right.
So it's something that I take very, very personal. So yeah, my expectations is that if I'm going into a third date, a fourth date, I'm looking at, okay, maybe this is something that is going to build, that we're going to be exclusive, probably going into the 6th or 7th date. Right. So yeah, and that's what I mean. I want to get old with someone who's going to not only accept me, but accept, my entire family, accept the goofiness that comes with it, the excitement that comes with it, the adventure, even the drama that comes with it. So my expectation is not just to accept me, accept my children that are grown, because pretty much everybody's grown with the exception of Jada. She's a 12th grader, right. And that's how I look at it. Yeah. I think I have a fun bunch of kids. You guys are we have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun together. Sometimes people always think that I'm an older sister more so than a mom.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Or a granny.
What? Oh, you trying to be funny? She's trying to be funny. Don't start with me. That's why my name is Shuggy. Get it straight. When it comes to Jillian, it's Shuggy. Do you pay attention to his love language when you are in, and we're not talking about casual, we're talking about when you're actually in the relationship. Do you pay attention to his love language?
It's not something that I have before, just because I'm just now kind of recently finding out about it. So I think it's one of those things. Just being in a relationship is like anything else. It's a learning experience.
Yeah. And that, you know what? I just, when I was doing this content, I didn't even realize that myself. That I ask myself that question. Do I pay attention to his love language?
Because a lot of times, like,
men are a little different than women.
It's easy to point the blame at the other person, but you never really actually look at yourself and be like, okay, well, what could I have done differently, you know? So I feel like ever since we've been doing this podcast, it definitely has given me a chance to really look at myself.
In a different light, just growing and really
definitely
reflecting mirrors. That we have another title podcast, Reflecting Mirrors, which actually was a really it actually ended up better than I expected, because when I did the content I was like, oh my gosh, is this going to make sense?
Right.
But actually it does, because we don't realize what we're reflecting on other people, or how other people receive us. Exactly. And how we receive other people, and people receive people differently.
No, that stuff matters. All of it.
Yeah, it does. I mean,
I've got a domino effect.
Yeah, I mean, as you get older, you kind of don't give a rat's butt about how people feel about you to a certain degree.
But when you're talking about your partner, your lifelong person, somebody you got kids with, somebody you want to be with the rest of your life, then yeah, it matters. That's why I said, like, it takes a lot. It's not easy to be in a relationship.
No, it's not. You have to want it. And I think
you really gotta want it.
And just about the love language, a woman, this is just from personal. I'm not saying all women, because I don't like to put everybody in the same bucket. But a lot of times women, they naturally tell a guy their love language. It's kind of natural for them to show it or tell it, or be very expressive about it. A guy doesn't seem to tell his love language for long periods of time.
Right.
I mean, I know the basics. Like, guys do like for you to, you know, tell them, oh, yeah, I appreciate you, thank you. You know, when they do stuff for you, they tend to like that affirmation. That's what I have noticed about guys. They like the affirmation more than anything, more than giving them a gift, or showing them love, physical contact, or even quality time. A guy can go, to me, longer without seeing his girlfriend or whatever, if they're not married or living together, than a woman can. A woman be like, as soon as he leaves, she be wanting to see him like the next day, or like in 5 hours or whatever. A woman tends to want that more than a man. A man can go longer without. That's just my personal assessment. I mean, you know, I would love, you know, I do like feedback. I want to hear. I feel like when we do this, I want feedback. I want to know how other people think and how other people feel about stuff, because I know that everybody thinks differently and everybody lives their life differently. So yeah, knowing your partner's love language could strengthen your relationship. So do you think that knowing?
Yes, definitely. Across the board, for sure.
Yeah, of course. And
I feel like it's a love language for a reason. Like, it holds a lot of weight.
Yeah.
For some reason. I don't know why, but
because you're paying attention to them. You're paying attention. You're letting them know without saying, I'm paying attention to you. You kind of, like I said, I mean, you know, I had this example with this guy that I met, and I've been talking to him. We actually been FaceTiming. He's like a really cool guy. He loves FaceTiming. That's like one of my...
He's not cancer, is he?
No, he's not cancer.
Okay, so that's a good start.
Yes, I'm glad he's not a cancer. Not that, I was being mean, because it's based solely on your sister. Because your sister put it in my head, don't
No,
date.
because even you said you've had some...
Well, yeah, I did. And I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what it is. But, you know, I do signs for fun. It's more fun than just accuracy.
Yeah, it is.
It's more of
It
that.
should be,
Yeah,
at least.
it really is. I mean, there is some qualities of signs that people have that we just have.
Right.
And you notice it, like, you know, when you deal with certain people and there's certain signs, and you're like, dang, I remember a girl, she was the same way like that. Just certain quirks.
Right.
But yeah, you're taking me off track. But anyway, he likes to FaceTime me. Mm-hmm. And so we were we weren't talking about love language. We were just talking about paying attention to the other person. Mm-hmm. And I made the example of, I pay attention to a person that I'm interested in, mm-hmm. or a guy that I'm interested in, because I am straight. So I'm going to say a guy that I'm interested in. And, I was like, especially when you're in a relationship with someone and you watch him, and I use the hot dog for an example, like if he likes mustard and relish on his hot dog, and I see him and I know this, and then we go somewhere and he's like, oh, you know, I'm be like, oh, I'm gonna go get you something to eat, and I bring, you know, like if we're at a baseball game, usually it's when you get a hot dog, right. And I was like, and I bring it back with ketchup. Of course, that means I'm not paying attention to you. If you like mustard and relish on your hot dogs, and that's just something that we should do when we want to strengthen a relationship. Pay attention to their likes and dislikes. If they don't like sugar in their coffee, don't bring them sugar.
Right.
And I think a lot of people are so self-absorbed. Mm-hmm. That they just think it's all about me. Oh, yeah, he loves me, he likes me, so you know what, he's going to pay attention to me. I don't need to pay attention to him. It's not like that. We should pay attention to the person that we want to have a relationship with. So, I don't know, is it, you want to chime in? Do you have any
No, I mean, I completely agree. It just shows that they matter. I mean, it's like anything else. If you don't really care about it, you're just going to kind of put it to the wayside. Like,
yeah.
You're just going to do the bare minimum.
And you should not. And I think I'm listening to other men that they say women do the bare minimum as well. Like, it's all about them. Well, why he ain't buying me no Prada, or why he ain't taking me out to get my hair done, my nails done, and my pedicure. And they're not even thinking about him, like not even considering his feelings. And to me, my opinion is that's not even a good person. Right. Like, that's selfish.
No. Yeah, it's very much so.
Why would a man want to be with a woman like that? I know, if I was a guy, I would not want to be with a woman that's thinking about herself all the time. Yeah. Like, do I want to have kids with her? Like, seriously?
Right.
She's just going to leave the baby in the crib and going to be screaming and crying.
Why go out at the club?
Yeah. Be like, you take care of the baby. I carried that baby for 9 months.
Right.
Shoot. Yeah. And just like that, doing a little snap. They have an attitude. Like, for real, this is what we're doing? This is what I marry? This is what I have children with? This is what I got to deal with for the rest of my life?
You're right.
Because that's what's going to end up happening?
Yeah. Because
it's always, unless she grows up and be mature, and then it's going to be too late because probably y'all going to be gone, separated your separate ways.
Right.
So how do you express affection to the people you love based on the 5 love languages? And if I need to repeat them, I will. I don't have a problem with doing that.
How do I express?
How do you express affection to the people you love? And when I say love is not just a relationship intimately. It could be a love for a parent, a love for a child, a love for a sibling.
Anybody.
Yeah. How do you express your affection when you love someone?
Just caring, just taking that time out of your day to just check in on people, or just, see what's going on, or, just like little stuff like that.
Yeah.
Really, really matters, or spending time with them. Like I always say, like, you make time for the things you want.
Yeah, you put value.
That's important to you.
Yeah, I always say value. I love using that word value, because at the end of the day, that's what a lot of people do not realize how much they value. They value their car, they value their job, because they value their money, they value things because they invest
Right.
in those things. So to me,
you need it.
yeah. So if you're in a relationship with someone and you claim that you love them, but you're not showing them any value, they're always on the bottom of the list. Then really, do you really value them? Do you really value them? You love them because they're convenient, or do you value them? You know, every time we talk, I always get topics for new podcasts every single time.
I guess that's good. But, you know, like you said, it's like anything that you own or that you have, like you take care of it, you make sure that you show up for it. You make sure that you know, invest in it, you take care of it. Like, and that's goes the same way with relationships because you know, we're living on borrowed time, you know, and nobody's promised tomorrow.
Nope, they should not.
And you just, I mean, we haven't really lost anybody recently except for Nana, but I know a lot of people that lose people, you know, all the time. People that are close to them, family members, stuff like that. So, you know.
Another person that I know, he had told me that his, I guess his ex, I don't know if it was an ex-wife, ex-girlfriend, but she lost her child. He was shot and killed at his job.
She or he?
It was a guy. He told me that his ex, he said ex. He didn't say if it was his ex-girlfriend or ex-wife. He just said his ex. Her child, her son, was shot and killed at his job.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he was young, like young.
Okay, was this somebody that knew him or?
Well, when he said ex, he obviously was. Yeah,
I'm talking about the son that.
I don't know. I don't know who killed him, but it was somebody.
So they don't know who killed him. If
I'm
he
sure
was murdered, or obviously he was murdered. But if it was like intentional,
I'm sure it was. I mean, he shot and killed him. He said he shot and killed him at work. So I don't know what the beef was. The beef was.
Do you know how old he was? The son?
No, he said he was young. It was her child. So. So I'm sure he probably maybe was in his 30s because he was the guy that I know is in the same age group as me. So her son was probably in his 30s.
Right.
And he was shot and killed at his job. That's some craziness. That's crazy. For somebody to be so mad at you that they come to work with you. Probably, I mean, I'm assuming, I'm just assuming because I don't ask a lot of questions when it's dealing with murder and stuff like that because I mean, that just feels like if he volunteered information, that's something different. But I wasn't going to sit there and quiz him like I was a police or something. But yeah, I mean, it could have been somebody that worked with him and they had beef. And he probably decided, okay, I'm going to kill this and I'm killing him today. Like you have to be such an angry person and spiteful to take somebody's life like that and not think twice about it. Like what type of society are we really going towards that you don't ever think about anybody else's life but your own? To me, that's selfish.
The crazy thing about it was probably over something dumb.
Probably. So I would assume if that happened at his job that the person obviously is in custody.
Together. Right.
And he threw his whole life away over some beef that really, it probably wasn't that much of a beef.
Right.
And now you're going to spend the rest of your life in jail being somebody's roommate.
Yeah.
Roommate. And you know when I say roommate, we ain't talking about just sleeping in the bed together. We sleeping in separate bunks. We talking about a real roommate over some bull.
So you dealing with
everything.
With real hardcore criminals. So
that don't care nothing about
that
you.
That have been in there for years.
And they hadn't seen no woman's private parts.
Right. So it's just best to just don't do it.
Yeah. You need to get some therapy, something.
Right.
Something. Because it's not worth it. I'm not going to jail. I'm not going to jail for murder. No, kill nobody.
Or any kind of violent.
No.
Fighting or anything. That's what they're going to put you at.
It's crazy. So yeah.
Offenders. Yep.
So for me, for when I express affection, I guess I'm the type of person where I like to do affirmations a lot. If I know that you're feeling down, then I like to, send funny memes or, something that's going to lift your spirits or ask you how you doing okay, that kind of thing. I'm more of a listener. That's how I express my affection with my children and just people that I love, and just if they're if they're going to work or whatever, have a good day at work. I hope that's how I express myself when it's just giving thought.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I'm taking time away to show them that they matter. So that's how I express myself.
Right.
Yeah. So I try to.
Kudos for you.
Kudos. But that's the way I've always been. I mean, I give what I want for myself. Did the light just go off?
Looks like it.
Did our light go off? The heck? Okay. I know this is live, but I need to see what happened.
Oh wow.
There.
Okay, that was weird.
That was weird. Everything's been happening weird. Lately.
Maybe it's because of the weather. That's probably what it is. Because it's to click on.
Yeah. So, but that's just how it works. I mean, the podcast is not something that's scripted. It's more like you have content you talk about.
It's not fun if everything just is happening the way it's supposed to happen.
It just flows. So, do you feel more loved when your partner tells you, loves you or praise you did something? Gosh, I didn't even write that right.
Do I feel more loved?
Do you feel more loved when
me?
Okay. Do you feel more loved when your partner tells you, I love you, or praises something that you did?
No.
You don't feel more loved?
No.
She said that real quick.
No, because it's just kind of like, when you're in a relationship with somebody, it's like being at a job where you do what you're supposed to and your manager says, good job, Valentina. Like you want to be recognized for all your hard work and effort. But when you're in a relationship, I feel like it's a little bit different. When you hold each other at a higher standard. It's kind of like you take care of each other more so
Look
than,
at you.
and you're supportive of each other.
It's a natural flow.
Right.
It just happens. It's not that you look on a schedule. Oh, I got to tell her I love her today. It just comes out.
I gotta make time for this. How many other employees I got? No, baby. This is different.
Does she get a raise today or not?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Had them servers waiting for their drinks too long.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you said that. It's just kind of like, I mean, I embrace it, and it might get me in if it happens, like if because sometimes a person will be more loving or more praised than other days.
Right.
There's some days that are like that. I mean, especially if they had a good day at work or something really great happened, of course, they're going to be more lovey-dovey, or they're going to be more, oh, baby, you look good. Or can you put on that lingerie that, I bought you the other week or whatever. Right. And that excites you too, but it's not an expectation. It's just kind of like the person just does it. Right. But then there's some times when they're just over the top with it.
Right, exactly.
And I don't feel any different. I just feel like, oh, okay, what's going on? Right. What we about to do?
Right, we're about to go out.
We're about to do something.
Right, go out on the town.
Yeah, which I love. Yeah. That's what I need. I need someone that we can go more traveling. I need to go more traveling with, because I want to travel more.
It's a whole world out there.
I want to travel more. That's what I want to do. I don't care if it's just for a couple days. Just go somewhere else.
No, if you're going overseas, it's got to be
more. Well, that overseas is different. That's like a plan. You got to plan that stuff.
Right.
But I'm just talking about a different state. Just go to a different state. Stay in a hotel. Just see what's out there. I mean, to me, that's even fun. Yeah. You don't have to do something that's over the top that costs thousands of dollars. Just, The
just
hotel.
You and your babe doing something.
Yeah, that's what they got Google for. Google, it's not even like it was when I was growing up. Like you got to do a whole map. You gotta go and find. I don't even know how they found out information in different states. I don't even remember how, like, when we used to go to different states, because my dad was really big in that.
Like y'all go road trips a lot.
Yeah, it's like, I guess it was just word of mouth. Because
places you stop probably.
Yeah, it was different. But now all you have to do is Google. Okay, we're in this town. What is there to do?
Exactly.
It's very easy, and I feel like we have it so much more easy now, and we don't use it the way we should. We should not.
We take it for granted.
We take it for granted, and I feel like we should do more. I want to be with a person that, yes, work is important. Obviously, making money is important.
Right.
But sometimes you just want to be like, hey, let's go out. Let's go. I don't know. I mean, we're connected to Tennessee. We're connected to Alabama. We're connected to
the Carolinas.
To New
Orleans.
Yeah, what else state are we connected to? Alabama, Tennessee,
Mississippi.
Well, no, not Mississippi. I don't think we're connected to Mississippi. We're definitely I don't think Mississippi doesn't touch Georgia. I don't think. Look, I don't think it is. And then Carolinas.
Yeah, the Carolinas.
Yeah, but still, just that little radius right there. There's so much to do. I mean, I know last year we went to the mountains up, was it Smoky? Was it Smoky Mountains? No, it was right. It was Georgia. We were on the line, Georgia and Tennessee. And we were there, 3 days? It was so much fun. Because we was up in the mountains, we rented a cabin, and it was just nice. Just to be in a whole different environment.
You know about Blue Ridge?
Yeah, Blue Ridge.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, it was nice. You didn't go when we went down the lazy river. The lazy river was fun.
Because they all had. I think me and Jillian had got there too late.
Yeah, you guys had got there too late.
We got there a day after.
Yeah, I wish you had did it. It was so much fun. The lazy river. We went up. They drove us up and then it was like a mile to go down the river, and it was so much fun. I mean, some of those people. I mean, they must do it. They must be, I call them advanced lazy rivers, because they had their little.
So it's like the big.
You get a tube. They actually, you can get a tube from the people who actually, that's like their business, and the different people come. But some people were like serious tubers, where they had their music, they had their drinks, all on the tube, inner tubes, and they were going down. Yeah. It was a lot of fun. So it's
only one person that could be in a tube.
Yeah, one person per tube. But
so it's a donut, right? Like a shape.
Yeah, like a shape. Yeah, but some people had like their own.
They had their own.
They had their own, but then they had like a whole smorgasbord of stuff on one inner tube. Like they had their drinks, they had their music. So they're going down and they're like having a little party, and it was just fun. Like
they're having a party.
Yeah, it was like they must do it on a regular basis, but that was something I've never done.
Right.
And it was so much fun. I would like to do that again.
Yeah, I like to do stuff like that, outdoor stuff, or just doing something that you just don't get to do every day.
Yes, I think it's important, and I think it helps with a relation, especially a dating relationship. When you're in a dating, because it's just going out to dinner, just going to a movie. That's cliche.
Right. Like,
yeah.
Let's take it a step further.
Let's go to another level. Hey,
there's so much stuff to do.
Like hey, boo, we going to South Carolina. They got this going on. We going by the beach, because they got a beach front there. We're going there. We're gonna just go a couple of days, about 5-6 hour drive.
Gotta be down the road.
And I got a list of stuff that we're gonna do, even if we just bar hop right on the beach. That's still fun.
Yeah, heck yeah, it is.
Because I'm telling you, I always say people on by the water have a different attitude than people on land.
And people that sit at the bar.
Because the people
sitting at the table.
Yeah, but the people that are, when you go to a place where it's a beachfront or water, the people are so friendly. It's a totally different vibe. What's up, dude? How you doing? I'm like, dude, hey!
Right. It's like family.
Yeah,
it's just friendly. Like you meet You just never know who you're gonna meet.
Yeah.
You might end up meeting somebody that y'all end up being friends forever.
Yeah, that's how my parents were. My parents
They might have end up living there, and then anytime you go, look, you got somewhere to stay, or you got somebody to hang out with.
I know my mom and dad, when they traveled a lot, that's how they met a lot of people that they knew.
They went out.
Yes, that they went out because they had timeshares. Mm-hmm. And they would meet people, and then they end up being friends with them for like years.
Right.
And it's usually people, they would go to the beach areas. And it's like I said, it is a different vibe.
Yeah, people are just friendly.
Different.
And I feel like, I didn't realize one of my feathers had broke off. But yeah, I'm such a people person, like.
I know you. Well, you have to be, since you're a bartender as well. You have to. Mm-hmm. Not only just to get more tips, it's because a lot of times people that are single, that aren't with someone else, they are looking for conversation.
Right.
So they're going to talk to you.
Right.
And you got to be a good listener.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. So this is I like this podcast. This is exciting. And then we're going live too on top of that. So now let's see. Okay, let's see where we at. Let's see, surprises. So do you like when someone surprises you with a meaningful gift?
Who wouldn't?
I know. But have you ever, how do you feel between, okay, when I say that, like it's your birthday. To me, okay, this is the example I'm going to give you. So it's your birthday. It's kind of expectation, your birthday. Okay, I'm probably going to get a gift from my man. More than likely, I'm going to get a gift. Right. But do you like it when it's just a regular old day and he comes in with a gift and be like, okay, boo, I thought I saw this and I thought about you and this is how do you feel? How does that make you feel?
I feel like Rihanna. Like I'm the only girl in the world.
I think every woman likes surprise gifts. Right. When it's not something that's her birthday, Christmas, anniversary. Because. Yeah, just kind of, oh, baby, you know what? I remember you said that you like this.
You're doing your job.
Or he knows that he want to keep you and not nobody else to come creeping.
Right, exactly. And yeah.
Him. Because I always say men, this is my thing. I feel like men see women as a smorgasbord. Okay, I like that one. I don't like her no more. Ugh. Right. But women, we the same way. We have options too. Mm-hmm. We do, because I promise you,
I guarantee it.
That if you ain't doing your job, I promise somebody else will.
They ready to pick that bag
up. They ready to pick it up. Mm-hmm. And I'm in that age where I got the 30-year-olds and the other side too.
The 30s and the 40s?
Yup.
Or are you talking about the 30s and the 20s?
Well, I've gone as young as the youngest was 25. Yes.
I was trying to holler at you, but you wasn't trying to holler at
me. Well, it was one of those things that I knew it wasn't going to last. It was just one of those things. I was like, okay.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about.
It's like, okay, this little 25-year-old, yes.
This was a while ago. If we're talking about the same thing.
Yeah, probably, maybe just a little while. It wasn't that long ago. But it wasn't that long ago, really. It wasn't that long
maybe
ago.
A couple years ago.
Yeah, and it was just
a few years ago, probably.
No, it wasn't. It was, you said it right. Couple. Couple. Yes, it was one of those. I just wanted to see if I could pull it. That's it. That's that. I think it was my ego being stroked, and it was stroked.
And how'd y'all meet again?
We ain't gonna even talk about that. I'm just gonna say that. Women, we have options as well. Men don't just have options. Women have options as well. But us good women don't want to be that way. I want what I want. I want what I want. And it's definitely not a fling, because I get bored real quick with a fling. Flings are boring to me.
No, yeah.
Flings are boring to me.
Because it doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything. It's like eating a hot dog. I want filet mignon. I want a whole full meal.
You want the experience.
She said experience.
You want them clapping and singing and everything.
Clap, 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 clap.
They gonna work. They gonna work for that tip, honey.
I want a big tip. Where it never, ever, ever ends.
Right.
Ever.
Never end.
Ever.
We don't wanna ever.
We're just having fun over here, huh?
Yeah.
We having fun. That's what it's about. Just having fun. Showing our real personality. Because, I can go real high or I can be real low. But I like to stay high.
Yeah.
This one guy told me, this one guy that we talked about last time that I blocked, he told me that I am too much. I'm too much.
Do you think it's weird if I make another drink?
Like right now?
Yeah, just to go get it.
Just to get out while I'm sitting here looking at everybody? Mm-hmm. Really?
I mean, you can still talk, I'm listening.
So how are they going to hear you?
Because I'm listening to you talk.
Oh my gosh, she's going to leave me. Okay, let's see. Plans. Okay. Well, how are we going to do this? She going to go make another drink.
No, I'm going to bring it over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and bring it. We're having technical difficulties right now. She's actually
loud music in the background
to make another drink. Like I'm supposed to Look,
I told you I was getting lit today, so.
She is.
I've been good all week. I've been waiting for this Wednesday.
She's been, because you did do her fast last week. Her
21 day fast.
Her 24-hour.
Well, day and a half.
This is totally different than when we record.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I mean we just doing it up. We being us.
We doing the most.
Like we being who we are for real. Oh look, girl, she done spilt it on the backdrop, and I'm gonna need her to clean it up.
No, I'm about to.
So yeah, try to not get it.
I'm gonna have to get a coaster or something.
Or just get
Shoot, I did it wrong. I was supposed to put this first, but oh well.
Oh well.
You want me to top you off or you good?
No, I'm good. Let me go ahead and pour it for her.
Yeah. Bartender in training.
Yes. Something I would love to do. I love making drinks. You know what? I love serving. I am a hostess with the mostest. I'm one of those. I grew up with parents that entertained a lot. They had a lot of house parties.
That's something I want to do too.
Make sure you get a napkin.
No, I am.
But I grew up in a household where my parents partied a lot. They had a lot of parties.
They partied.
My parents partied. They partied.
Even when you was young, they went shit. Nana partied till she went to the grave.
She pretty much did. She pretty much partied until she went to the grave. Pretty much. Even in her Alzheimer's, she did. But as a child, that is what I was used to. Is that my parents were
always having a house full of people.
Yes, entertainers. They were definitely entertainers. And definitely always with somebody at the house. My mother was a cook. You didn't come to her house and she did not feed you. My dad had a full bar. And so that is the type of, childhood that I had. And I actually like it. I am an entertainer. I like a lot of people
just around you.
Yes, I love it. That's just me. That is the way that I am. I love it to death. I absorb all of it, and then I can take like a week off and be completely isolated. I guess that's the cancer in me as well. When I come out of my shell, it's great.
I'm back.
You back? She back. So yeah, so let's see. So do you like when someone plans a trip for just the two of you?
Yes.
Yes, I like a man when he takes initiative. Boom, this is what we doing.
Yeah, exactly.
This is where we going. This is the itinerary. Mm-hmm. All you need to do is pack your stuff.
Show up.
And be ready.
Don't even bring nothing because I'm gonna buy you all new stuff.
Oh, that's even better.
Right.
I don't have to bring nothing. You gotta make sure they have a hair store, right? They got a hair store where we going, right? I'll make sure they
beauty supply store, nail salon, for sure.
Well, you know, I might get the pedicure and the manicure before we go.
Before, definitely.
Yeah, go ahead and get that.
But they definitely have a beauty supply store, for sure.
But yeah, that
you
would.
Got to make sure you get them lashes.
See, but that's the type of man that I like. I'm one that's has initiative. Just be like, this what we doing, and be like, okay, baby,
right.
I'm gonna be okay,
right.
I'm gonna need you
go
to
ahead and mark your calendar off. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna tell you what we doing, but just make sure.
Yes, and make sure you bring that lingerie I bought you.
Right, that's the only thing you need to bring, and them heels too.
I know them
6 that gimp suit.
Is it gimp or gimp? Is it gimp? It's gimp.
Yeah.
It's gimp. I know, huh?
That sound right.
It is gimp.
Gimp.
I love gump. That's what I think I said last time.
Did
gump.
You?
I said gump. It's gimp.
Gimp, yeah.
I just love it. I love it. I wish I could wear it. I wish I could wear that jump. I would wear it.
It would be crazy if you wore it one day for our podcast.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna wear it. I'm not gonna wear it.
Talk about getting a lot of views. Like, I think.
But I would love. Well, we do. You know what? We do have a thing where we have exclusivity.
I think we should do a dress up podcast one day.
That actually people
dress up. Like,
no. We have it since we're monetized. They have it where we can go in and have it exclusive for people.
What do you mean?
Like they pay to see certain things that the public doesn't see. So if we start getting people that actually do that,
like they make requests,
they can make requests, and if they want to see us in sex outfits, meaning like the gimp, yeah, it's kind of like that where they pay, and they get exclusive.
So how do you?
I don't know how it works. I just saw it today that YouTube sends it to me, and I kind of set it up, but I got to go back and tweak it.
Set up.
Well, I did set it up, but I got to go back and tweak it because I'm just like, I don't even know what I'm doing. Like this stuff is like over the top for me. Like I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
So yeah,
but that would be kind of interesting.
That would be because it's fun. It's fun for us. I guess because I'm an actor, it's fun for me. I don't think people realize that a lot of stuff that I do is fun. It's not necessarily how it would be in.
You know how to get out of your body.
I know how to get out of my body, definitely, because you have to. Anytime that I act, like I was watching some of the Country Wayne skits that I did, I didn't realize half the stuff that I even said. Like I was like, I said that.
Like it's like you're having an out of body experience.
Yes.
It's like it's not you.
Yes, because I'm just like I didn't even realize that I said that.
Right. That's crazy.
Isn't it crazy? And I think that's a lot for a lot of actors. They're that way. Where
sounds like you were day drunk acting.
I don't know. They
method. Drunk,
well, they call it. A lot of times they call it method acting. A lot of times, but that's more dark. When you do dark characters, more method acting.
Oh, really?
Where you actually are the character, and they really isolate you when you are in a dark character, like when Heath Ledger did the Joker.
Yeah.
That was method acting, and I think it psychologically it did something to him, but I don't really know the story behind that. But I think they were talking about that when someone is in a dark character, they allow them to stay in that dark character. I don't know. I've never.
What do you mean they allow them to stay?
Like they don't like. It's not like when they like cut. That he's still that same character even when they're not rolling, and they
really?
like. Yeah, and for me, I have not experienced that. The most dark character that I was the Rage Zombie.
But that was only on set.
Yeah, but when you're not rolling, I was just my normal self, walking around looking like a zombie.
So that's a real thing for actors.
That's a real thing. But see, maybe it's from my childhood where I can switch because everybody had trauma in their childhood. I think everybody has, and my trauma is I'm able to switch it off. So I'm able to be, hey, how are you? And then when I'm going through my trauma or experienced it was my trauma, but then when I was around other people, then I would be like, I didn't have any trauma. So I'm able to switch it off and on. And then maybe that's what makes it easy for me to act.
So do you know what your trauma is? Like, have you addressed
Yeah, I know what it is. And I don't want to talk about it.
No, and not to talk about it, but just like if somebody sets it off, like like the
Yeah, I know what it
signs.
is. Mm-hmm.
So what happens if somebody sets it off?
If somebody sets it off,
Or you don't feel comfortable?
I communicate with that person if I care about them. If they're important to me, I will communicate.
So it goes back to being vulnerable.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna be. You know what? I feel like this. I feel a person who's strong can be vulnerable.
Do you think somebody would intentionally traumatize you?
No, I don't think they realize it. It depends. It depends on if the person's a narcissist, or it depends on they really don't realize that they've done it. Because it's not like you have a list on your body. I'm traumatized by this, and this.
Right.
A lot of times it's learning. You have to give people a learning curve. You have to. And I've learned that. At first, I used to not be that way. I used to be like, you traumatized me. Screw you. Right. You're done.
Right.
But then some people don't know. And so I give people the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
Now, if they do it again, like somebody that I told you about, that I had to block them, they kept traumatizing me. They kept doing things that I knew that was causing me mental distress.
Right.
And when somebody constantly gives you mental distress and they be like, oh, I'm so sorry. To me, that's gaslighting.
Right.
You're gaslighting me. You're making me feel, because a lot of times to me, narcissists are people who don't think of themselves highly anyway. I think that's what narcissism is. It's like they're trying to be something that they're not because they don't have a personality. They live in their trauma. Like they can't get over it. So whatever trauma they dealt with as a child, they live in it day in, day out. And I don't know. I mean, narcissism is something that you have to study. People study for years and years and years. But I think a narcissist lives in their trauma. They live in it.
Yeah.
And then they project it on other people to make them feel like they feel. If you feel like crap every single day, then of course you're going to portray you feel like crap. You're going to feel that way on other people. And you're going to try to make them beneath you. That's how I feel about narcissism. But another love language that I think that...
What number is this?
Well, I didn't number them. Is more of an action service, an active service.
Yeah, you said it's 5.
Yeah, I know. But this one, I know. But I'm just giving you examples. So this is another active service. Is run the errands or does the laundry. So, I mean, that's a...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying that guy, you know what? I think that...
Or that cooks for you.
Guys are more active service. A lot of times guys are more active service that they do.
They'll do your hair, or
if your car needs to be oil changed, they'll take your car to get, and you don't even realize. They'll be like, oh babe, I went ahead and took your car.
They just do it because.
So I think a lot of times guys are their high quality is the active service. They like to feel like they
I feel like if a guy really cares about you, because I've never had to ask a guy to give me acts of service. They just want to do it. It's just okay.
Look at you.
Anyways, moving on.
I trained my daughter right. Get the whip. Get the whip out.
No, it ain't no whip. They just do it.
I know. I'm teasing. You got that invisible whip. Like Wonder Woman, but she didn't have an invisible whip. She had an invisible airplane.
Oh wow. Yeah, I guess I got one of those. Something. Shit, my crazy ass.
Wonder Woman, regardless of how, Wonder Woman is on the cartoons and the comic books and the movies, Wonder Woman had wonder everything. That's all I'm going to say.
Wonder Woman?
Yes. Wonder Woman was Wonder Woman in every single aspect of who she was.
I always love, superhero women because they're always like the best.
Yeah, they're mysterious. They're
Everybody
everybody loves them. Even the superhero guys find them intriguing.
Right.
Yeah. It's like whoever created these female superheroes, and they were men. A lot of them were men that created these women. And I think that was something that I think a lot of times when people create a fictional character is what their expectations of
what they really want.
They really want. That's what they really want.
Can't seem to find it.
Or they can't. It's unattainable, maybe.
Right.
You know, because I mean, yeah, Catwoman? I mean, there's nobody can scale a large building and not fall down. You know what I mean? That's unattainable. But the personality.
They tell you how they end up getting their power.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that
they start off as normal people.
Yeah, but they're. I think it's their personality of who they are. Like, you know, Catwoman. You think of her, she's mysterious. Mm-hmm. She's alluring. She makes you want to be with her, but she can't. But she can't be with you. Like,
right.
She drips in sexual appeal, right. But at the same time, you're not.
But she's an alter ego too.
You're not going to get her. You're too. Yeah. She's just too. She's too much. You can't. You be wasting too much. Her energy. You can't match it.
Right. Mm-hmm. It's like she's not made for a relationship. She's just kind of made to do whatever it is. She comes out when she got to do her job, then she goes back.
And I've been told that. I got
that
too
you're
much.
Like Catwoman?
No, I just got too much. I got. They can't match my energy.
Somebody told you that?
I don't know why. I think I don't know why.
Okay, did somebody that you cared about?
Somebody that I liked. Yeah, that I liked a lot.
And did they elaborate?
No, they did not. That's why I thought it was weird. So we're moving on. All
right.
Maybe I am too much. Maybe I am.
Did it make you have reflecting mirrors?
No, because I'm not going to change who I am. I like who I am. I like that I give what I give.
So they specifically said...
I think it's because they got a lot of stuff going on. Maybe it wasn't that I'm too much. I'm just too much for what they got going on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they can't give me 100% because they got other things going on in their life. You know? Does that make sense? Like,
you accepted that?
What else could I do? Was I gonna beat him over the head with a club like Fred Flintstone? No.
We don't promote violence.
No, we don't. So all I can do is say, okay, well, then there's somebody who's going to be able to accept my 550%.
Their loss.
My litness. Because you always going to have fun with me. It's always going to be fun. There's going to always be something going on with me. The only time I'm not going to be lit is when I'm asleep. Because if my mouth is running, you're going to be looking at me like...
Unless you're having a day. Unless you're in one of your moods. The cancer come out.
Oh, see?
And everybody hiding on the couches. All you see is eyeballs looking out.
Oh, it be that bad?
Right.
It be that bad.
Let's be like, okay. Well,
see, this is why
That's what I have to deal with my whole life, so it ain't really...
I know, so you already know how to deal with it. You already know how to deal with it.
Of course, because I know I have my days. I have my days a lot. People don't ever see it.
But you're comedic with me. See, that's how she deals with... This is how she deals with me. When she knows I'm mad, like pissed off mad, she comes in comedic. Because she already knows that's going to pull down my defense mechanism. Because she already knows I'm going to laugh. So she's already figured me out already. And I'm telling my secret. So if I'm pissed off mad, the only way you're going to get me to pull down my defense, if you come at me with this doggone comedic bull. And then I can't do nothing but laugh. Like, dang, can I be mad at you for like a little bit longer?
Let me be mad. I'm totally be mad.
You know what? Another thing I love is hold your hands while you guys are walking. That is like a thing for me. Like, I want you to show, I want outward affection.
You want to show the world.
I want outward affection. That's one of my love languages. Do you like that, or you're good with just walking? You in front of him, he behind you.
You better get behind me. It depends on the person.
Okay, but have you ever been where you wanted to hold their hand in public?
I have all the time. But like I said, it just depends on the person because you know how I am. Like, I'm affectionate, but
You ain't affectionate.
You gotta be somebody. You gotta be somebody.
I know you weren't. You wouldn't. You know what? It's so funny because you weren't even affectionate as a child. Like when she was a baby, she wasn't. She would just look at me. I would smile and she would laugh, but she wasn't like my other girls. Like I would be affectionate with her and she'd just be looking at me like this.
Like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah. But I didn't care because I mean, she was a pretty baby. You was like a pretty baby. Like everyone would go take her out, and be like, "Oh, she's so pretty. Thank you." And you'd be looking at me, looking like you looking right now with them big eyes. They'd be like, "Does she talk?" Nah, she don't talk.
She got a problem.
I even say that. She'd be like, "No, she don't talk. She don't say nothing." You did not. It's so funny because she talks now.
I was an odd child.
You didn't talk. She didn't talk at all. Be like, what's wrong with her? Why she don't talk? Because she don't know you. And that's the excuse I'd be like, because she don't know you.
Jillian, she talk to everybody.
She do. You have to be telling her, be like, I'm going to need you to stop talking.
Right, exactly.
She over talk.
Right.
Be like, my brain is swole. Stop talking.
She don't be talking about nothing. I just be like, girl. Like earlier today when we get ready, I'm just like, Jillian, like,
I'm gonna need you to go sit and watch TV, do something, because we trying to get ready.
You need a sibling or someone. You need a friend. Like,
she needs something. We need to go ahead and get that. Okay. We're not gonna put that out there. Listen, let's go ahead and go to the next question.
Moving on.
How love languages benefit relationships? So this is just a list. It promotes selflessness.
How does love language what?
How love languages benefit relationships. This is how it benefits. It promotes selflessness.
Selflessness? Okay.
Yes. It creates empathy.
Okay.
Helps maintain intimacy.
Okay.
Aids in personal growth.
Okay.
Share love in meaningful ways.
Okay.
So you agree with all of that?
Yeah,
of course.
Because I was saying earlier how I don't see how it's so important, but you just explained it. So.
Yeah. How love, it benefits, it grows it, helps it, promotes it, to build it up to be bigger.
It's like food for a plant.
Yeah, I mean, basically. I mean, people always think, the tangible stuff like money, a house, cars, that is like builds a great relationship. When actuality it doesn't, because we as human beings, we need that. We need that affection. We need that assurance. And I don't care what the world tells us. We are built that way.
Right. I mean, yeah, money's nice, but you can't build a foundation off that. You can't build a relationship off of that. Like, you can have all the money in the world and never be there, or you're just a horrible person. Like, but you got money. So it's just like, okay, well, whatever. I'm just going to deal with it.
Yeah, you get that I call it false respect, because you have money or you have a form of a name.
Money doesn't fix
a name. Oh, well, this person is well known, so of course we're going to sit there and be a lapdog to them. When actually that's to me, that's a fake respect. I think that respect comes from people who are intimately in your life. That you deal with on a regular basis, they know who you are. To me, that's real respect, and that's real love, and that's real benefit of a love language in a relationship.
Loyalty, which is a really big thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I mean, love is great, but when somebody knows you from the back side to the front side,
Right.
from your toes to your head, they know your seasons of life, they know your attitudes, they know everything, and they still show you loyalty, they still show you respect. They don't allow people to talk behind your back to be like, no, no, we're not doing that.
Right.
Like you have a problem with them, then you need to, you need to address that to them. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I mean, that goes with the love language. The love language in a relationship, it benefits when it benefits is the stuff that I had said, the intimacy, the growth. It helps.
Right.
In building a foundation with someone that you want to be with. And I think even the dating scene, I think that people want fast food. They want fast. They want it to be like, I want it now.
This is how I want it, like.
And I want to have sex like in 5 weeks with you. And
Everything's on the schedule.
Yeah, and it can't be that way. And I had to learn that myself. I had to learn that and sometimes it's hard, especially when you really are down with that person and you accept because you already know they got flaws.
To be on somebody else's time?
When you meet somebody, when you actually meet someone and there's a spark there, there's a fire there, there's like something,
chemistry.
Something about this person I just cannot let go.
Right.
You want it to grow fast. You want it, and I had to learn that's not always the case. You have to want to let it grow, I guess. And sometimes it's hard. It really is. It's really hard. But we learn. That's what I think life is learning. Life is learning. We're not going to stop learning. People always think, when I graduate from high school, when I graduate from college, when I get my PhD or whatever, you're gonna
stop learning until you're dead.
Yeah, it's a continuous learning, schooling. The old saying, hard knocks life. You're gonna learn. You're gonna learn something new. You're gonna learn new people. You're gonna learn new cultures. You're gonna learn everything, and you just absorb it, and some things you're going to throw out, and other things you're going to say, okay, I'm going to change my way of thought process.
Right.
So, and I think that's even how love languages are, is that you're still, even though they said that there's the 5 languages, every single person that you deal with you're going to emphasize one love language more than another one.
Right.
But the only thing I think that women always want is gifts. I don't care who man they with. They always gonna be appreciative of the gifts.
Right, especially if you got it like that. I feel like you just want to do it, like.
Yeah, and it don't have to be nothing big. Like men always think, I gotta get something like extravagant.
No, it could just be something small, like, oh babe, I saw this at the store today because I thought about you.
Yeah, it could be some doggone, okay, I like now laters. Like, I have this thing about now laters. I'm talking about the old school now laters. I ain't talking about the new ones. The hardcore where your teeth feel like they about to break,
Right,
off.
Get stuck up in there.
He'd be like, I was at the gas station and I saw these now laters, girl.
Right.
Oh my God.
They had your name written all over it, big as day.
Yeah, to me,
I couldn't pass it up, and they was on sale.
I'm just saying, like, guys don't understand. Those are like, not sitting there, I'm just saying that there's some women that are real particular, like, if it don't cost this amount of money, then you just, I'm not like that. Like, I'm just thinking of, because I'm not going to the gas station to look for no doggone now laters. I personally am not doing that. Right. But if somebody was like, I was in there and I happened to see these old school now laters, and I thought about you. Yeah. I'm going to make that a big deal. Like, dang. What are the chances you're going to see some now laters that I like?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Even at the gas station.
Yeah, like that's a big thing.
Right.
And so I'm going to go to the men. I did do the men's side of it. Men in general, because they had the men, they did, I did a little research, but men in general tend to prefer physical affection, quality time, and words of affirmation, Men show affection in the way they most like to receive it. That was interesting.
Well, I guess we can't speak for the men.
Well, this is based on research that I did.
Okay.
Yeah, just research. This is an opinion. This is what, when you Google it and you go to different websites, this is the information that I got.
Right.
Like experts, pretty much
Right.
wrote articles.
We can't really confirm it.
We can't confirm it but this is just articles that I found.
Right.
And I just did, little
Study
clef notes.
shows.
Yeah, study shows, clef notes, that kind of thing.
Okay. Well, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
I mean, we both deal with men, so.
Yeah, and and men do, and I do think that men are very physical affection. They show their physical affection, probably more so than women. Because if a man is attracted to you sexually, he is going to show you physical affection. He's going to do it.
If a guy really likes you, yes.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. If he likes you, he's going to show you physical affection.
If he really likes you. Like, if he for real likes you. Because there's some people that like to be behind closed doors.
Yeah, but if he
to me, it's like...
No, outwardly, meaning that you're in the public. You're public. You're in the public, and he shows public affection.
You shouldn't care whether you behind closed doors or you in public. Like,
yeah, behind closed doors.
It's like, this my girl. Like, I want everybody to know. Like, this my girl.
Like, behind closed doors, it's back to lust.
Right. It's a little bit more intense. But in public, it's that. I'm not saying PDA like y'all, but you know what I mean. Like, people, the body language is there.
Yeah. Like, he doesn't care that another, somebody else is seeing him showing physical affection in public.
Not ashamed. Like, I don't want people to second guess. Like, no, like this is what you see is what you get.
So this is love languages men use. Maintaining close physical contact. Now, this is all from what I researched on different articles, and these were the, dots.
Maintaining physical contact.
Yeah, they like to this is their love language men use
towards women. Or just men in general.
Yeah, I mean, men in general, whether they're in the same sex relationships or heterosexual or
just men.
Fluid, whatever.
Right.
They maintaining close physical contact, giving gifts. I'm sure if they are big spenders. They are a good listener. They are invested in your interests.
Right.
Include you in their plans. Hardly gets angry. He respects your space. He is chivalrous. You know what that means, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Maintains
He's a gentleman, pretty much.
Huh?
A gentleman.
Yes. He maintains eye contact when he is talking to you. Wants to meet your family and friends.
I'm not gonna lie. I love chivalry. Like,
I know. Open the door for me. Close the door for me.
Right. Like, do that. Like, that's something that I definitely have noticed about myself. Like, it's almost an expectation for me. If you don't do it, I'm gonna call you out on it, and I've done it several times.
Well, like, why you can't open the door?
And ever been an issue ever since. But
or you be sitting in a car, you in his car, and you sitting in the pad. He get out of his car, and you like this. You like this.
Right.
And he's sitting there looking at you from his window. Like, you need to walk around the car. What you doing?
Right.
Exactly. And open the car door.
Right.
And you know what? I have to catch myself because I'm so used to opening the car door myself. I have to catch myself.
I mean, sometimes I'll do it, but it's just kind of like, you're the man. Like, you're always going to make sure I'm okay. You're always going to check in and be like, okay, well, do you need me to do this or you need me to do that? Like, you're like, that's just how it is.
That's how it should be. That's what we need to get back to. I think we have become
holding men to a higher expectation. Like,
I think
take care of your woman.
I think that we have become so independent as women.
No.
That we no, I'm saying in general.
Yeah,
in general, that we've become so independent.
Or the wrong message is being sent out for young girls or young ladies nowadays. So this is only
that I'm
what
a boss
a man
babe.
is good for.
That I'm a boss babe. That I'm a boss
me in gifts and do this and do that. Hot girl.
And that really, and to me, that's where the roles have diminished. Because if we claim that we want a masculine man, then we need to allow him to be a masculine man.
Right.
That's what we need to. We need him to go and cut the giant's head off to save us.
Because I guarantee you, how you portray yourself is what you're going to receive. Like, and that's just how it is.
Oh, I'm like,
you want to be a damsel in distress?
Yep, I'm a damsel in distress. I need help. Oh, please come down.
So then you're going to act accordingly. But if you're all about money, like you just money hungry, then that's what you're gonna get the kind of man that's gonna run over you. He may respect you. All they're gonna tell, okay, well, baby, I'm
gonna take you to this real nice restaurant. I might even, you know what? I got so much money, it don't even bother me to buy you a few gifts because I'm gonna get what I want, and then I'm gonna drop you. You're worth about $1,000. I can get you $1,000 worth of gifts, and then I'm gonna kick your butt to the curb.
Right, and it's gonna be on to the next girl, and for her, it's gonna be on to the next man.
Depending on the like I said, everybody's individual.
Right, the contract,
so to me,
that's not real. Like,
so at the end of the day, it is based on individuality. You can sit there and say I'm, a hot city girl, or I'm a boss babe, and there's nothing wrong with that. When you're in business, if you have a business, then that's how you're supposed to act. You're supposed to act like a CEO in your business.
Right, professional.
But when you with your man, or you're with a guy that you really want to be with,
your husband or your future husband,
or somebody that you're exclusively dating and you want to build,
right? You have high.
I'm gonna be feminine.
I'm gonna be feminine. They're gonna treat you as such. You're gonna be their queen. Everybody's gonna know it.
I'm gonna be like, babe, how
it's gonna be hashtag relationship goals for me, honey.
That's right. And I don't care who that likes it or who doesn't like it.
Right.
Like what? Why you mad?
Because at the end of the day, like, you're going to get old. You're going to get old. Your body ain't going to look the same. It's
And ain't nobody want to take care of nobody sickly.
Right. So
be like, I wanted to be with you like 5 years ago.
Right. When you
now you said, and you want me to be with me now?
Right.
Oh no, I'm not doing that.
Right. Like that's not, like, I don't care. Like, people gonna do what they want to do, but to me, you gotta treat life, even relationships, you gotta look at long-term goals, longevity, not just what's going on right now, because everything is temporary. Yep.
So, like I said, I want
everything is temporary. If you with somebody and they just with you because they like how you look, the way you got a fake body or whatever you got going on, it's the next person that got that too. What you bringing to the table? Because you're replaceable at that point.
Yeah, and when we say bring it to the table, we ain't talking about monetary funds. Right. We're talking about real relationships. We're talking about real emotions. We're talking about real dedication.
Right.
Those words that people don't use anymore. I'm dedicated to you. I'm loyal to you. I want to get to know you, who you are as an individual. Right. I love that you snore at night. I love that you when you eat your food, you smell it before you put it in your mouth.
Yeah, that's something I do.
I know, it's a thing. It's like, I do smell my food. I smell my food before I eat it.
I'm just like, this is just my thing. Like, that's just what I do.
I think, you know what? I think
especially if it looks like, now, if it's sushi or something like that or steak, I'm not going to smell it because I know, especially if I cooked it.
Yeah.
But if it's something kind of like
anybody else's food,
it's like,
I've been called out on that. Why are you smelling my mama's food? I didn't need to smell it. I don't know. I didn't realize I'm doing it. And I passed it down to you guys.
Yeah.
And I think even my brother does it. I think it's in our DNA. I think my brothers do it too. They smell it. If they ain't cooked it, they smelling it. Because my brother does it to me too. He does it. He smell my food before he eats it. And I'm used to it. Because I know I do it. to everybody else's food, so it doesn't bother me. But I've offended somebody because I smelled their food before I ate it, and I don't even realize I'm doing it. They're like, "You smell food? Yep, sure. Oh, I guess I do."
Right. Shit. Right.
Let's see. So I did maintain contact. So, and I did once with your friend. Okay, he tries to meet your needs.
Okay.
He protects you. A big thing for me. Protection. He smiles when he's with you. That is a big thing for me.
Like he smiles at you, or you just
He smiles like if you know you have you ever like been with someone and you guys are walking or whatever and you turn to him and he's like he just smiles. Yeah, that means that he really that's like a big thing
he's
to me.
in his feelings.
Yeah, when he smiles at you. I like when a guy smiles at you. I like it. I don't care. I do not care. Yeah, I just like a guy to smile because to me, because a woman we naturally smile. Even if we see somebody, we smile. If another, even at other women, if a woman seems friendly, we'll smile at her.
Right.
But men don't smile. Men don't smile the same way women do. So when a man, to me, when he smiles at you, that really means that he's really opening up to you. He's being vulnerable to a certain degree. He is being vulnerable because men don't smile. They don't smile. Let's see. He protects you, smiles at you. He likes quality time with you, which is a big thing for me. I like quality time. I like a guy who wants to be in my presence.
Great.
Because how are you
make
gonna
your priority?
How is he gonna get to know who I am? How is he gonna see the 4 seasons of Lexee Love?
Right.
Because I got 4 seasons.
I got 50 seasons. Whoa, no, maybe I just got 4 seasons.
Yeah, the 4 seasons. I got 4 seasons.
That sounds about
I want you to see the good, the bad, the ugly, and the oh my gosh, I can't believe that I'm in this relationship with this chick.
I don't care about the ugly. I mean, I'm an open book. Like people know how I get down. I like to drink and I like to do what I do, and that's just how it's gonna be.
I want somebody to accept me as me. Like
you gotta accept me. That's.
I don't come in there trying to change me. I've been told that I am like a wild horse and I cannot be tamed.
What?
I'm like, no, maybe you just the wrong person. Like I'm one of those just spontaneous. I just want to do crazy stuff. Like I'm like I only live one life. Someone says, well, why are you're not acting your age? Well, I don't know how am I supposed to act at my age. I don't know how I'm supposed to act. Like I still, in my mind, I'm still 20. Like I'm still, if I can walk and I can jump, in my mind, and I don't mean that in the sense of making dumb decisions.
Right, or that you're immature, irresponsible.
Yeah, it's just like I still like to do fun things.
Right.
Like I'm the kind of person I will go in.
I feel like you're very age appropriate.
I don't know. I've never been around like, I don't even know how you would, I don't know. Like, I don't know what a person my age is supposed to act like. Sit on the rocking chair on the front porch and just rock back and forth and watch time go by. I'm one of those kind of people, but I'm in a store and if they have one of the songs that I listened to when I was, my 20s and 30s, I'm in there singing. I'm like this.
But the songs that's in your 20s, 30s ain't out now.
Yeah, but they be in the store. Like they play the old music in the store.
Old school music. Okay.
Yeah, they play the old school music, and like sometimes when I'm in BJ's, which is my favorite store. Like for some reason I be in BJ's. Everybody knows me in BJ's. It's a doggone shame I go to BJ's. Everybody knows me. All the employees like to be like, hey, what's up? I'm like, hey.
They on a first name basis.
Yes. That you going to the store too much when they know you on the first name, or they be knowing that she just coming here to go pee.
Right, exactly.
Because I come in there sometimes, I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm going to BJ's, and they be like, hey, what's up? But I don't know. I love. As long as my body allows me, I'm gonna be as crazy and as over the top as I possibly can be.
Yeah,
that's how I feel. Because once this body starts decaying where I can't do none of that, then it's just gonna be that. But until then, I'm going to be like go to the amusement parks, get on the craziest rides, do all this stuff. I'm afraid of heights.
I feel like you just need to get out more. I feel like once you get out more, or when you finally have gotten to a place in your life where you finally just sit down and just enjoy it, I feel like you'll definitely come in contact with a lot more people who are in your age group who are doing what you're doing.
The same thing. Well, I mean, my best friend in California, she knows how to snowboard, and she learned this later in life. This isn't something she grew up with.
Right.
She's on the when I say snowboard, she has the thing, the one, not skiing. And I think this is harder than skiing because you use 2 feet. When you're on the snowboard, yeah, that to me, that's harder. She knows how to do that.
Yeah, good for her because I'm probably never gonna do that.
And she knows how to surf.
Probably never gonna do that either.
And well, you never know. I mean, she probably never thought about it.
Because I'd be thinking about sharks and drowning.
But she probably didn't do this until she got later in life because I don't think she was doing that at 30. I don't think she was doing that at 30. Her life was different. She had different. I always say never. Because
I'm not going to sit here and say, like, I'll probably jump out of a plane or do something like that. But the likelihood of.
I'm not going to say because you never know who you might meet. They might be because of her husband that she's married to, that's his life. He's a water. He is a water. I call him a fish. Guy. Yes, very aquatic. So that's what he does. And her love language, like I said, we go back to where she enjoys doing the things that he enjoys, and she learned how to do it. And she does it well. But to see her, you wouldn't think that there's some people out there who actually know my real age, and you wouldn't think. And she is older than me. She's older than me by months. And she does all that stuff. Yeah, she does the water skiing, everything.
Yeah, because her husband.
But she learned it later on. She only met him when she was in her 40s. So she didn't do this growing up. And she didn't do this not even in her 20s or 30s.
Right.
She did this much later in life.
Because her husband.
Because her husband does it. That was his life. His life he's been on the water probably since the day he was born. Because he's actually from California. His parents, he told me that his family had a restaurant right on the water. He's an Olympic gold medalist.
Well, my husband's not going to be that. I've been praying for my husband. So
you going to be praying for your husband?
I'm praying for him now. He ain't going to be no Olympian.
He ain't going to be on the water?
No.
But you know how to swim.
Yeah, but I'm not really a water person. Like, I mean, I go to the beach.
You're a water sign. It's funny how you're not a water person. I love the water. I
think water is more a deeper meaning than you just like the water.
I love the water. I
think it's what water represents.
I could have a house on the lake. So every time I wake up in the morning, I could go.
Yeah, it's a beautiful view.
Yeah, I just love it. It's
peaceful.
Yeah.
It's you take in a lot. You just take in a lot. Like somebody told me that I'm what's the word? I don't even freaking remember what the heck they said, but
yeah, well, I mean, whatever you desire and you manifest it, that is what you're going to.
Yeah.
That's what's going to come for you.
Yeah.
I definitely believe in manifestation. I definitely believe that.
I believe in prayer because prayer answering my prayers left and right.
Prayer and manifestation are really one and the same because you praying,
talking about it.
You're praying for what you want. You're manifesting for what you want.
Right.
You're speaking life into something
what is it? Speaking tongues or something like that.
You speak
or.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, but yeah, I've been doing it and he's definitely been answering my prayers thus far. So
yeah, because whatever's for you, you're going to have regardless. Sometimes you go, I think our journey, sometimes we get sidetracked. And so, yeah. So let's see. He is ready to compromise. He tries to make life easier for you. He wants you to be by his side during hangout with his friends. He sends random cute messages.
Okay.
He communicates well with you and he asks for your opinion. And that's the end of my content for this. So.
Okay.
So yeah, but when a man, that's some of the men's
that sounds about right.
Man's language or love language when he's really into the person that he wants to be with. And I just, like I said, when I did this, I found it very interesting because a lot of it made sense. It really did. So now when you, I look at it when you're dating someone and they show you some of these, then it's almost like a cue that he really is trying to build with you emotionally, not necessarily physically, because I think a man has to build with you emotionally first before he can build with you physically. And I think a lot of times girls have it the opposite way. They think a man should build with them physically when that's like somebody who's a prostitute. A man is going to physically give you money to have intercourse with you.
Transaction.
But he's not emotionally invested in you.
I
want a man to be emotionally invested in me
first, because that's not what it's just. I just don't want it that's what it's just about.
Because then when he's emotionally invested in you and he values you emotionally, then that
carries more weight.
Then he's going to want to invest in you.
You're not just like
physically, monetarily. He's going to want to take you on trips. He's going to want to do all of the things that you want. He's going to want to
take you out the club.
You said to the club.
I want out the club.
Oh, take you out of the club. Of course.
If you work in a club,
yeah, and he wants to take you on trips. We were talking about trips that are just like bae trips,
all
like
exclusive.
Yeah, like we
inclusive.
We outside kind of trips.
Hashtag.
Yeah.
Relationship goals.
So what do you think about the podcast? I know we probably went way over, so.
Yeah, I think it was awesome.
So yeah, you learned a lot, a lot. Going into
I'm not going to say I learned a lot. I mean, this isn't anything that I've not heard about, but just going into it.
Yeah, and really just
internally.
So then when you do meet certain guys, mentally you can go back, okay, is this guy investing in me emotionally with A, B, C, and D? Sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, because some guys can put on a front and then you be knowing, but it's like, nah, they're not. They're not doing this. They're not doing that. They're not doing this. So
I'm not worried about that because, like I said, I'm praying for my husband.
No. I know. But then you can also be sent. People don't think that you can't be sent jokers to see if what you really want is what you really want. I'm telling you,
I'm elevated. So
you still get sent jokers.
But. You can get sent somebody can try to talk to you all day long, but to me, I don't let it get past that point. I don't ever let it get past that point.
I know that, but still, sometimes you're tested.
No.
We are tested. Yeah, we are tested. I don't care. You can sit there and disagree. We are all tested. We all tested to see what we really, is this what you really want? Yeah, this is what I really want. So I'm not gonna take anything less.
Right.
So, but hopefully this recorded. I'd hate for it not to have recorded. We went live. So we're gonna go ahead and put the music on. We're gonna get this over with. I hope you guys enjoyed Candid Talk with Lexee Love
and Valentina vs. Valentino. Checking out. Till next time.
Yes, see you on the flip side.
Girl, what you still doing up? Supposed to be asleep. Did it record? Are you sure you want to exit streaming?